Hey folks, going to be doing another unboxing here of a game I just picked up from my friendly local game store. This is Purple Haze. This is from Phalanx, and it is a war game, 1 to 4 players, where you are playing cooperatively as a platoon of soldiers that got plopped down into Vietnam. There's supposed to be a decently sized narrative to this. Your decisions and your outcomes will heavily influence the narrative of your missions. And there is a semi campaign in here, I believe, that you can play over several games based off of how previous games go. But let's go ahead and get this opened up. So we have a rule book here. It is glossy paper. It is 63 pages. Easily forgotten rules on the back. We got a table of contents. This is good. Always like to see pictures of what everything is and what it's called. Learning the game. Setup, mission choice. Set up your squad. Here's a layout of the boards. Gear choice. Action round, etc., etc. Then we have mission 1, Crash. Again, same glossy paper. This is 23 pages. So I said that was heavy on narrative, so you're going to be reading a bunch of paragraphs and stuff based on your decisions. So there's mission 1 is Crash, mission 2 is Patrol, why is that not focusing? There we go. Mission 1 is Crash, mission 2 is Patrol, mission 3 is Recon Patrol, mission 4 is Search, mission 5 is Sweep, mission 6 is Convoy, mission 7 is Zippo Raid, and mission 8 is Area Cut, and mission 9 is the Tet Offensive. And then we have the Marines Handbook here at last. This is looks like Quick Start Guide, Cherry Boot Camp, and Background Resources. That is 16 pages long. I think it kind of walks you through sort of like a guided tour, so to speak. All right, then we have the Purple Haze logbook, tracking the squad leader campaign performance. Marine 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. This is just a piece of paper. Then we have a Klong Long City board, single-sided. We have a board here that is single-sided, looks like to track maybe time of day. I'm not sure what the energy-ish track down here is, but we have an iconography guide, enemy markers guide, double-sided, squad actions, double-sided, combat resolution, double-sided, end of mission with experience, the R&R phase, well, R&R phase for the base, R&R phase for the town, and R&R phase for Da Nang. Then we're going to have probably many counter sheets. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 counter sheets. I have another board that's the map here, Northern Area of Operations, double-sided, and Southern Area of Operations. We have another board here. I think this is the combat board, double-sided, although I don't know if there's a difference. It does not appear to be a difference. Then we have a deck of cards. These looks like items, weapons, etc. There's the scout, infantryman, engineer, corpsman, radio operator, squad leader. You got Zippo lighter, Bingo the dog, M16, M14, M1911, M79, etc. We got some mild condition Thorazine tablets, moderate condition with a little extra, very severe condition. That's a lot of stuff. Flesh wound, etc. We have another brick of cards. These look like Mission 1 obstacles, fauna, complications, sniper, etc. Probably things for the various missions. And we have, looks like maybe the different soldiers we can play. Monk, Fluke, Paparazzi, Plichu, Elvis, Rasta, Happy, among others. And then some other sort of, these look like, I don't want to say class cards, but, you know, Corpsman 3, Corpsman 1, Engineer 3, double-sided. So those are all, that's all of that. We got some dice here. We got some mini red dice, D6s. We have 2 dice that have lightning bolt symbols of various colors on the sides. And then we have slightly larger dice than the mini red dice, but not like a full-size D6 in various colors. We have a bag of baggies, and then we have a bag of red wooden cubes, as well as a pencil. So let's get one bag to stick these cards in before they skedaddle everywhere. But anyways, that is the unboxing of Purple Haze. There are, I saw at least, so there were 2 what I would call expansions, and then there was what they called a standalone expansion, which added, looks like some sort of tunnel mini game. That was not, you didn't have to have this required to play it, but I'm assuming it's, I don't want to call it a mini game, but it didn't require this to play, so it was standalone, but it was, they built it as like a mini expansion. So I'm assuming there are parts in the narrative here where you run into tunnels, and if you have that expansion, you can sort of switch to that game mode and do that. Do that mini game, or not mini game, but you know what I mean. But there were 2 other expansions that required this. One added 2 more scenarios, one added 3 scenarios in a little mini campaign. So there were 9 missions in here, and then there's 5 more. So that brings it up to 14. And then the other mini, or the expansion that did not require this, I think it was called Rat Tunnels, or Rat something. I'm not sure if it had a separate campaign for the base game, or if it was just for that quote-unquote standalone expansion. But anyways, that is an unboxing of Purple Haze. Thanks for watching.